So my father loves movies with Sylvester Stallone. The Expendables, First Blood, Cobra, Tango and Cash. Not Cliffhanger, though. He hates movies that take place in the snow. You think I'm kidding? He told me he thought The Thing was a shit movie, and I believed him. I avoided that movie for years because he told me it was a waste of my time. When I finally did watch that goddamn masterpiece, I confronted him. And you know what he told me? Oh, well, I just don't like movies about the snow. That's an oddly specific category to rule out movies by. Anyway, before this becomes Thoughts on the Thing, or Thoughts on my dad's thoughts about movies that take place in the snow, Sylvester Stallone is like a hero to my old man. Up there with, but not equal to, Chuck Norris and John Wayne. The man loves most of his movies. Not sure about Stop or My Mom'll Shoot, but I'll be sure to ask him if y'all are curious. Now, this love of Stallone, of course, extends to The Party at Kitty and Studs. Just kidding. No, this love of Stallone, of course, extends to the Rocky series. When DVDs were new, he bought that fancy, expensive box set. The one where all of the movies were lined up and showed Rocky covered in the American flag. He was proud of that set. He loved that set. And my dad was not a man to be buying box sets up all willy-nilly. No, waste of money. But not for Rocky. Side note, as kids we used to rearrange the box set so all the movies were out of order just to piss him off. He loved that set so much that when Rocky Balboa came out in 2006, he was furious. He was all, I paid $55.99 for a complete box set only for them to come out with a 6? No, I paid my money. I'm done. Those bastards better send me a bigger box and the 6 DVD free. My dad was very against piracy of movies. That shit made him so mad. It's stealing. He thought pirating a DVD was just as bad as taking an old lady's purse or shooting a cop in the face. That man downloaded and burned Rocky Balboa onto a disc and taped it to his box set. Anyway, I love the Rocky movies. Well, the first 2 Rocky movies. I'm not going to get into all that because neither of us have the time for me to give you an entire Rocky franchise rant. Just know, I'm a big fan of the first 2. Now, I want to talk about a particular scene in the movie that has always bothered me, and that scene is Rocky and Adrian's first date. That shit creeped me out, even as a child. Bothers me to this day. Now, I understand that in 1976, it was a different time and all, but that doesn't change the fact that this scene's a little creepy. Now, before you call me a lib cuck or a simp, hear me out. I'm going to show you the bits that I find creepy, and you tell me how you feel. He's pushy about her coming up to his apartment. She says no at least 3 times.
You can't sing and dance?
Yeah, something like that. Hey, you want to come inside?
No, I gotta go.
Hey, come on. Hey, I got some animals. I got these very rare animals inside. Come on. Come on in.
No, I gotta go.
Well, I gotta go too. I gotta go to the bathroom. Come on. Come on.
No, I gotta go.
Hey, look at his face. Is that a face you can trust or what? Huh? Is it? Gotta stick this face on a stamp. What do you think? Huh? Come on. Come on in.
The place is disgusting. There's knives, beer bottles, and guns everywhere. Now, I love knives and guns and all, but this setup could very easily slip into the serial killer section. He's very pushy about her coming to the couch.
Yo, why don't you come on over and sit down? It's a nice couch. I don't know. There's big bugs in there, you know. It's safer over here. You want to sit down?
These your parents?
Yeah, that's both of them there.
Is this you?
Yeah, that's me when I was 8 years old. That's the Italian stallion when he was a baby. Why don't you come on over and make yourself comfortable, relax.
Do you have a phone?
No, I ain't got no phone. I had it pulled, you know, 'cause people calling all the time, and who needs the aggravation, right? Interruptions. Who'd you want to call?
I want to let my brother know where I am.
Why?
think you might be worried.
Well, I'll call you brother. That's the problem. Yo, Paulie, your sister's with me. I'll call you back later. See ya.
No phone means no escape. She even gives her grievances, and he stops her and traps her. I don't know. I feel like she looks worried here, and then he kisses her without consent.
I don't think I belong here.
It's okay.
I don't belong here.
Well, you know, it's okay, because you're my guest, you know.
I don't know you well enough. I've never been in a man's apartment alone.
Well, they're all the same, you know.
I'm not sure I know you well enough. I don't feel comfortable.
But yo, Adrian, you know, I ain't so comfortable either.
I should go.
Don't go, please. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Do me a favor.
What?
Take off these glasses. You got nice eyes, you know. Do me another favor. Just take off that hat. I always knew you was pretty.
Don't tease me.
That's easy.
Now, when I watched this movie as a child, I was baffled. Here's this guy I'm supposed to be looking up to, and he's creeping on this poor shy girl. Now, my dad raised a gentleman.
Rispetti le donne.
And when I was young and I saw this, I was terrified. I thought that the hero of the movie, the man that this movie is named after, was about to hurt this poor woman. So I asked him, "Dad, what's Rocky going to do to her? Is this okay?" To which he paused and said to me, with sweat rolling down his face, that it was only okay because she's just shy and actually into him. This was one of the first times I had seen him actually question something he had told me. My father would turn movie time into a lesson about morality, and his word was law. He questioned himself, and he questioned his teachings in that moment. And it was the first time I saw my dad as human, as someone who could make a mistake and question himself. Now, in my opinion, it's up to Adrian whether or not she takes this as sexual harassment or as a romantic encounter, and it appears as though she took it as the latter. The scene still bugs me. In fact, if you look up the scene on YouTube, there are a bunch of people trying to defend it with no one in particular actually attacking it. So what that says to me is that deep down, they know that something's wrong here. So why am I talking about this? What am I proposing? I'm not trying to cancel Rocky or get Stallone kicked off of Twitter. In fact, I'm very against censorship of the arts. You hear that, YouTube? I think that it's important that we have these conversations about the art we consume. 1976 was a different time, and maybe Adrian doesn't think he's being a creep, but he's being a creep. This scene always made me feel uncomfortable and helped me see a different side to the man who raised me.